Subtraction with large numbers. Darren is in charge of the fresh fish counter at a farm shop. He needs to keep an eye on how much he spends each month. At the start of February, he has spent £18,458 on fresh produce. At the end of the month, he finds out that he has now spent a total of £37,833 on fresh produce. To find out how much he has spent in February, he needs to work out the difference. To do this, he subtracts the amount of money he has spent at the start of the month from the amount of money he has spent at the end of the month. A good method to use for this is the column method. It works well for small numbers, but it also helps avoid mistakes when you're working with larger numbers. Start by writing the larger number down. Write the smaller number underneath, but make sure that the digits are all in the correct place value column. 3 minus 8 doesn't work. You need to borrow 10 from the tens column. This makes 13. 13 minus 8 is 5. Write down the 5. You've borrowed from the tens column, so this is now 2 instead of 3. 2 minus 5 doesn't work. You need to borrow from the hundreds column. This makes 12. 12 minus 5 is 7. Write down 7. You've borrowed from the hundreds column, so this is now 7 instead of 8. 7 minus 4 is 3. Write down 3. 7 minus 8 doesn't work. You need to borrow from the 10,000s column. This makes 17. 17 minus 8 is 9. Write down 9. You've borrowed from the 10,000s column, so this is now 2 instead of 3. 2 minus 1 is 1. Write down 1. Darren spent £19,375 on fresh produce in February. To check, Darren could round his figures to the nearest hundred and do a quick approximation. 37,800 minus 18,500 equals 19,300. This is very similar to Darren's answer, so Darren can be quite sure that he has calculated it correctly.